Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial on what I like to call the Chocoholic Eye. So the reason why it's going to be called Chocoholic Eye is because I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, and all of the colors that I'm going to be using are the different flavors of chocolate. So again, that's why I like to call it the Chocoholic Eye. So I already have my face makeup done in this tutorial, and so the main focus will, be just on my eyes. I love this look. It's very neutral. You can add whatever shimmer or color you would like to it just to make it pop a little bit more, and it's very simple and easy to do. So please make sure that you hit the little thumbs up on the bottom and that you also subscribe to my channel. I'd love it so much to know what you all think about this look and if you have tried it yourself. So please feel free to leave a comment below, and thanks again for watching. Love you. Alright, so the first color that I'm going to be using from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette is the color White Chocolate. And this is going, this is going to be our base color that we're going to put on our whole entire lid. I already have my primer on. So this will just be all about the eyeshadow. And this white chocolate gives a really nice base. It also smells so delicious. I'm trying to be careful with it right at my brow bone too, just because I had done my eyebrows already. And so the white chocolate also helps shape them up really nice. Okay, so the next color that I'm going to be using is the Salted Caramel. It's this peachy color with a little bit of brown in it. And I'm just going to be taking that, and I'm going to be going in between my crease and my brow bone. I like this because it's not too dark of a color, it's very light. And it helps give some definition to my eyes, some depth, especially since my eyes are a little bit hooded. Alright. So the next color that I'm going to be using is Milk Chocolate, and it's just a darker brown. It's not too dark of a brown, and I'm just going to take that part again and just kind of put it in my crease. Right beneath Salted Caramel. I'm not trying to go completely over it, I just want to take it into the crease just to give myself more depth, because again, I have hooded eyes. And when you have hooded eyes, you don't want to do a color that's too dark in your crease. See already like the difference? There's just, it's more gradient right here, but it's also, there's more, it just looks a lot better. And it's not making my eye look too small. It's still helping my eyes look a little bit larger. By the way, if you hear any noises, it's my cats and my dog. They're out roaming around this morning. So now that I have it in my crease, I'm going to take this brush again with the Salted Caramel, Just go over it one more time, just so it's blended really nice. The point of eyeshadow, to make sure that you blend it really well, is to just build. You slowly build on top of it. It's not going to look absolutely perfect right away. When you blend the salted caramel and the milk chocolate together, it just smooths it out and there's no harsh lines. Alright, so the next color that I'm going to use is Semi-Sweet. It's a darker brown, and I'm going to put this on the outer corner of my lid. Sorry, I had to make sure my dog wasn't chewing on a shoe. And I'm going to slowly bring this color into the crease as well. So now I'm going to take my same loose brush again, and I'm just going to blend Also, for my friends with hooded eyes, make sure that your eyeshadow doesn't go below this point of your eye because it'll just drag it down. So you want to make sure that it stays up at an angle and then it's at a nice clean cut line. You could use a sharp edge to help you with that, or you could just take your finger and go like this. Some concealer around your eye is also good for that too. I feel like I could use a little bit more Semi-Sweet on this eye. Again, it's just all about building. So this will take a little bit of time. Again, I'm just taking this brush and just blending. Okay, so now the last color that I'm going to be using to give some depth is Triple Fudge. It's this darker brown color. It's actually the darkest brown one here. And I'm just going to take this little brush right here, because this is also going to go on my outer crease, but I want it to be very small. If you start off putting it on very lightly, then you can build it a lot better. If you start off with it being way too dark and too heavy, it's just going to be a lot harder to blend, and it could just be a little bit too harsh. Now I'm going to take this brush again and I'm going to go with the salted caramel and just blend all over one more time. If you feel like one side is darker than the other, don't be afraid to go back and fix it. Alright, so now I have a lot of dark on, so the last thing that I'm going to do is just add a little bit of shimmer onto my eye. So the color that I'm going to be using is Creme Brulee, and it's a really pretty gold. And I'm just going to use this flat brush, and I'm just going to put it in the center. So right where the semi-sweet and the triple fudge start, so like where that starts all the way to the inner corner is where I'm going to be taking Creme Brulee. And whenever you add on another color, again, you have to make sure that you blend everything in. So the last thing that I'm going to do is, where is that brush? I'm going to take this side of this brush and I'm just going to go back into the white chocolate. And just take it around. I'm going to go right here just to sharpen up that line. I'm going to take it underneath as well, because I'm looking a little dark right there. Like I said, I have a cat who loves being in the camera. Shoot. Okay. Are you wanting to be in this video too? She is so funny. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna want a little bit more shimmer, and I want my brow bones to just pop a little bit more. So I'm gonna take this really pretty shimmery light pink. It's called Champagne Truffle. It's this color right here. And I'm just gonna take that right at the arch of my brow and nowhere else. Because if you put it everywhere else, it's gonna look a little gray. I'm just gonna put it in the inner corner of my eyes too. So that's it for the eyeshadow. So the next thing that I'm going to be using is my liquid liner by Kat Von D. And the color is Trooper. It's this really dark black. And with your eyeliner, you want to make sure that you start off really thin, especially for hooded eyes. If you do it way too thick, then you know, all the pretty work that you just did on your eyeshadow will be hidden behind the eyeliner. I'm not gonna worry about my wing just yet. I wanna do my eyelids first. I'm gonna bring my hair a little bit closer. Now that I have a solid line, what I want to make sure I do is get as close to my lash line as possible so that there's not a gap. So now I'm going to do my wing, and I always like to do my wing a little small. So with the hooded eyes, what you want to make sure you do with your liner is make sure that the wing goes along with the line of the eyeshadow. If you have it going out past that or below that, that's going to draw your eye down. Last thing I'm going to do with my eyes is I'm going to put on my mascara. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. And I like to take my time with my mascara and put on more than 2 coats. Sorry, one moment. You need to go. Tell everybody hello and tell them goodbye. Sorry about that. You know, I like to do more than 2 coats, and just take your time with your mascara too, because if you're going way too fast, then you might accidentally get it on your eyelid. It's really hard not to make goofy faces when doing mascara. What I like to do is brush my mascara to the opposite side, or my eyelashes to the opposite side of where they grow, because that just brings more volume to them. Just kind of like when you flip your hair over to the other side. There's more volume. I'm going to do one more little touch-up coat. What you do want to avoid with your mascara is it looking too thick and chunky and clunky. Because if your mascara doesn't look nice, it could really take away from the hard work that you put in for your eyeshadow. what I usually like to do whenever I have a lot of neutral colors on my eye is to add a pop of color. So what I'm going to be doing is using this Urban Decay Glide On pencil. The color is Stash. It's this really pretty dark shimmery green. And I'm going to take it on my waterline. On my waterline. But I'm going to be very light with it. And I have hazel eyes, so I just feel like, you know, it's so much fun to add a pop of color on the bottom of your eyes. I just think it brings out more of the green in my eyes. Plus, makeup is art, and my signature thing that I usually do is put color, some type of color at the bottom. Right. So last things I'm going to do with my face, I'm going to put on some blush. The blush that I'm using is Blushing Bride by Tarte. It's this really pretty light pink. I already have my contour and the rest of my face on because the main focus that I wanted to be for this was the eyes. And if you all watched my last video, you know that I like to take my blush right up to the temple so that there's a smooth transition in color. And then with my fan brush, I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty highlighter. And on my last video, I used Girl Next Door. This time I want to use Chic Phreak, which is this darker pink. I like this highlighter because it goes really well with the Champagne Truffle shadow that I used on my brows to shape up my brow bone. Alright, and the final touch that I'm going to do is my lips. The color that I'm going to be using is Spanked by Fenty Beauty. It looks like it's brownish pink, but when I put it on, it looks a little bit more brown. After it's been sitting for a while. It's actually looking more pink today. It always takes me so long to do my lips.